Well, welcome to the Morning Brunch. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelley King alongside meteorologist Jamie Jarosik, and we're digging into the stories that have you talking, stories going viral. And first up, we're talking about an engagement. I'm not just talking about mine.
Right, yeah, it's the time of year, I guess. We have a lot of people getting engaged, but one of the biggest ones, of course, is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They just announced that engagement. The couple announced the news in an Instagram post last Tuesday, but upon reading more from Travis Kelce's dad, the two have actually been engaged for a few weeks. It sounds like it was August 10th-ish when they did that. And then, so this garden that's beautiful is on his property. Their caption with the post, of course, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married, which is super cute because Taylor is such a great writer, and of course he is a star on the field.
Yeah,
so
look at that ring.
it's gorgeous.
That ring can be seen from space.
Yeah.
That is a rock.
She was at a football game, a UC game not too long ago, and she had a drink in her hand, and it was just like catching the light, like shining.
Just sparkling.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So.
I can't wait to see what they do for wedding plans.
I know. I'm so excited to follow along the journey.
Yeah, maybe I'll get some wedding ideas myself
there
from
you
them.
go.
Well, Kings Island is bringing back a classic park ride to replace Boo Blasters. I'm so excited for this. This is Phantom Theater Opening Nightmare. It's back after operating at the park from 1992 to 2002. Riders will travel through fully built scenes in enchanted opera boxes. They'll float through backstage areas, dressing rooms, and more, while also meeting ghostly performers along the way. Phantom Theater will open in April. I remember this as a kid. I remember doing Phantom Theater because I was kind of a wimp. And so I was always scared of everything. I was scared to go on roller coasters. And so this was one of the rides I would actually ride with my mom. And I always remember her like hiding in the theater boxes and like peeking her head out. And so I was even more scared. My dad went on the ride, no problem, and everything. But I'm excited to see what they do this time around.
I am too. Yeah, I remember, I don't know why, but something in my mind is just like this big like flame at the end. Wasn't there like some fire or something? Like, I don't know why I
just
remember
remember
that.
the organ guy, the guy that played the organ, and he was real scary, and then he had and he was animatronic. And
and you always went in there when it was a hot day and you wanted to cool off.
Yes, and so it felt good.
It's air conditioned.
Did it look good?
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've always had this debate. Why can't we wear white after Labor Day?
Okay.
So that rule started after the Civil War. Wealthy wives came up with their own fashion laws to separate the old money from the new money. They declared white was for weddings and resort wear only. It wasn't acceptable to wear white to dinner parties or celebrations in the winter or fall. And once Labor Day became a federal holiday in 1894, that became the unofficial deadline for any white clothing. I do have to say that I don't agree with this anymore. I mean, it was something at one point. I remember growing up and hearing people say this, but I really don't follow it. I don't think I'm wearing white shoes per se, but definitely a white dress or shirt. You know?
I'll do a lot of winter white. I'll do a white pantsuit. I'll do a white dress, like you said. Not stark white shoes because I feel like that screams summer. I know a lot of people wear white after Easter. They think that's the deadline, but I think like the unofficial is Memorial Day to Labor Day, but I just say wear whatever you want.
Right.
You know,
I mean, and as we've gone along, like weather patterns have changed. It seems to stay warmer a little bit later into the season, so I think it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, how about this? What would you do with $1 billion?
I don't know, man.
Well, Powerball players will get another chance at a jackpot estimated at more than $1 billion after no one won the big prize on Monday night. No one matched all 6 numbers since May 31st. This is the 5th largest prize in the game's history. The odds of winning, though, are not good. 1 in 292.2 million, and you're more likely to get struck by lightning. Caleb said earlier that he would be okay with getting struck by lightning and then winning the Powerball.
Okay.
I said no, because what kind of injuries are you going to sustain if you get struck by lightning?
That's true. You're always going to have those lasting effects from the lightning strike. I don't know.
I know if I won $1 billion, I would start out with a vacation.
Okay.
That's what I would start out doing. I would start out with a trip somewhere. I don't have anywhere in mind right now.
Right.
Just a trip somewhere. It doesn't really matter,
I think I would pay off my house and like do all the improvements that we want to do to it. Because there are so many things that we're like, oh, we would love to do this, but we just don't have money right now. That is 100% what I would do.
You going out and buying a lottery ticket?
Well, my husband does. He's the lottery person. Like I remember a couple years ago, he asked me to buy him a lottery ticket. I'm like, I've never done this before. Do I ask them for numbers? Do they just give me? Like, I had no clue, but so I just leave it to him.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So one club in England, this is called the Moon Club, and now they've banned cell phones on their dance floor. You can still have your phone with you in the club, but snapping photos or videos while dancing is now forbidden. And the reason is simple. People should feel free to let themselves go and enjoy dancing without worrying that someone will get a picture and mock them on social media.
I feel like if I am going to a club to go dancing, I'm not paying attention to what anybody else is doing. I'm not snapping pictures of anybody else. I might snap a selfie on the dance floor of my friends, of me, us dancing ourselves, but I'm not going to be malicious about this.
Right.
I don't really care.
I mean, unless you're like doing the Elaine Bettis dance, like that might get made fun of. But I mean, as long as you can kind of keep a rhythm, you should be safe.
It might get made fun of, or it might be just like stellar and go viral on social media.
And you start a new trend of dance.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't see the point in banning cell phones altogether on the floor. Right. I don't think that's good.
Sometimes they put a song on and you want to get your flashlight out and like so I mean,
and rock with it. Yeah.
Aw.
Well, less than a month after Home Depot announced the return of its popular 12-foot tall skeleton, noted as Kelley, Lowe's has one-upped them. Lowe's unveiled its 20-foot colossal skeleton inflatable. Oh. Yeah, 2-story tall. Skeleton lights up, and according to Lowe's, it can inflate and deflate on its own in seconds. While Home Depot's Kelley costs $300, Lowe's inflatable version $30 less. So I love this idea. I would probably never put a skeleton in my own front yard.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, I've seen them in neighborhoods, and it's so much. I think that people do leave them up.
They do.
Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So they will put the Christmas hat on them. Yeah. I saw one the other day wearing a Hawaiian skirt, like just kind of dressing them for the season, but it's a skeleton.
There was one I did a story on a couple years ago, and it was I'm pretty sure its name was Boris. Boris the skeleton, and they just left it up all year long because it was so big. And so they dressed it up every season, and then they made it a fundraiser too.
Oh, cool.
So like people stopping by could donate to a certain cause.
Yeah, I like that part about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the skeletons, I probably am not getting one, but love to see them. I love Halloween, and I know you do too.
Yeah,
so
favorite holiday.
It's a fun part of the year.
By far.
You know what I'm not very happy about? This next story has me up in arms.
Yeah.
Yes, the popular mini crossword on the New York Times app has been put behind a paywall after a decade of free gameplay. The change came last Wednesday, and the New York Times says that the decision reflects the belief that the company's journalism, including games, is worth paying for. Thousands of fans online are expressing their frustration, saying it's throwing off their gaming routine, and I agree. It is. I miss it already. But there's Wordle. I play Wordle every day.
You do that?
Yes. Yeah. And then I also do Connections. That's another game on there. And they have some other free games that I really haven't gotten into, but.
And they're not charging for Wordle or Connections just yet.
Not yet. Yeah. I hope they don't.
My fiance, actually, he plays all of them.
Yeah.
Wordle, Connections, the mini crossword. Yeah. But I found out that he also pays for the app.
Oh,
so this does not affect him. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he just gets it. And if you pay, then it doesn't affect you either. So enjoy.
Right. But you're not paying.
I'm not going to pay.
No.
I think the LA Times has a free crossword, so I'll try that. I know I've done it before. It's a little bit harder, but oh well, I'll get smarter maybe.
At this point, go back to the old school way with books.
Yeah, right? Like the actual
newspaper.
Crossword. Yeah. My mom does that too, still.
Well, Dairy Queen's full menu is now available for the fall, and their fall collection includes a pumpkin pie blizzard. a caramel toffee cookie blizzard, and a maple cookie shake. No end date has been confirmed yet for the fall items, but the seasonal menu items, they typically last through October. I love this. I love pumpkin spice lattes, so I love pumpkin pie ice cream, that cookie toffee
Oh,
blizzard.
that's the one that I had my eye on.
That sounds good. I would try that shake as well.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for it all.
I don't think we're going to discriminate on ice cream. Like, we are going for all of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I love fall flavors too.
Yeah.
One that I got you hooked on a few years ago from Starbucks is the caramel apple spice or something like that. Caramel
it's
apple
so good.
something.
Yeah, I like that better than pumpkin spice, I think.
Too.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, it's just this crisp, like savory taste.
Yeah, it's delish.
It is. Well, we have so much more. Thanks so much for joining us for this first part of the morning brunch. We have more coming up after the break. Welcome back to Morning Brunch. I'm Kelley King alongside Jamie Jarosik, and we have our newest member of the Two News family, Alexis Bellamy. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, and joining the team and everything. And you say that you're a military family. You come from a military background.
For sure.
And so you've been all over.
So while moving to Ohio is really new and exciting for me, it's, not, it's something I'm used to, is moving, kind of starting over. And I'm hoping to get really, immersed here.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to learn all about, Ohio, what Dayton has to show me. And I think that's what being in the military, or being a part of a military family rather, has helped me get comfortable with, is just getting into community and getting into culture wherever it is. So I'm excited to be here.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you guys.
Where has that adventure taken you? Like, where have you been?
So I was born in Monterey, California. My family ended up settling in Virginia. So I think that's where I would say home is, just different parts. So we lived in South Virginia. We went to Northern Virginia. My dad is from Florida. My mom is from Maryland.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So we've definitely gone places. Like, my mom likes to say I've had like 2 or 3 baby showers because they went to all their different old military families and places just to welcome me. So all over, I would say.
Okay.
Now, if you asked me, I guess, since I was born in Monterey, California, I was like, really little. I just like to be able to say I was born in California.
Right, right. But you don't quite remember it.
Not
though.
most of it. We go back and visit and stuff, but that's all I can do is just hold on and say I was born here.
Right.
So.
And your job has kind of taken you all over the place as well.
It
Tell me
has.
about, your work history, because you have an extensive work history.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started in Elmira, New York with another Next Star station. I didn't stay there for long. I was there for maybe about a year.
Okay.
And then I went to Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay.
Stayed there for all of 2.5 years, which was great, because I think that's how long they want us to stay in a place usually about. And then I went back home to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Which was only about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours tops away from home, which was really great for me. And then I came, and then I was here. But I mean, I feel like I spent more than 2.5 years at all of those places. Just especially when you get in a newsroom and you make friends and you have dreams and goals for yourself. It really helps you just be in there wherever you are. So. In addition to moving military, I moved around a lot for work.
Right.
Yeah, pretty typical of this job.
Yeah.
Jamie's moved around a couple times. Yeah.
Well, Montana, Illinois, West Virginia, Kansas City, Missouri.
Cool.
So yeah, I was around, but I'm from here, so I always wanted to come back here. So I get the being by your family like that.
Yeah,
that's a great.
that's
a great thing. Yeah.
It was so easy to just wake. And I worked mornings, so typically. I'm up by 1 o'clock at work at 2:30, and I'm off by 11. So it wasn't really anything bad to jump in my car and drive up and have the rest of the day with my family if I wanted to. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
So did you report in your other stations, or did you anchor? What did you do?
In my first 2 stations, I actually produced.
Okay.
So I would literally sit there at my computer for however long and just produce my show and then get up with 30 to 45 minutes left and go out there and anchor it. And one of the other producers, typically from another show, had to sit in there and like booth it for me because I can't be in literally 3 places at once.
Right.
So that's what I was doing at my first 2 stations, New York and Louisiana. And it wasn't until I went to Richmond, Virginia with my latest station that I really like took reporting like by the throat. I don't know, should I say
Boots
that?
on the ground,
yeah.
you know? It was like
We can
boots
say.
on the ground, yeah.
And just jumped right in. And I will say it gave me a whole new, a much appreciated perspective to journalism, to exactly how this works. Because while they're in the same field, the same house, anchoring and reporting are just like, they have their differences. They are just, you know, 2 beautiful parts of this, but I did not know they could be so different.
Yeah.
What do you love best about reporting?
I think what I really found was I'm a talker,
Yeah.
so I can just go out and fortunately, even if this isn't for a story or anything, I could just talk. Like, let's just have a conversation.
Yeah.
I really enjoy getting to know people, meeting them where they're at, like, you know, and that's part of what helps make telling stories, like what we're supposed to be doing in this business, so beautiful is, you know, just the many different perspectives. So I love getting in somebody's business. So I do. Like I said, whether for a story or just for, you know, tell me about yourself. Like, I can sit there and listen.
Well, that's good because that's what you need in this business,
Right.
obviously. Do you have any stories that maybe stick out in your mind that were your favorites? Anything that is memorable?
So I have a memorable one. As you know, we do I don't even know what the word to use, A Remarkable Woman series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I did one in Richmond because I was lucky enough to report. And that, I really got to meet a remarkable woman. I thought she was just amazing. So it wasn't so much necessarily, I guess, that she was doing anything big or exciting. It was really just like, I don't think I've ever met anyone like you kind of vibe, which was great to me because that's another thing that I love so much about, you know, being in this business is meeting people. And I think she was genuinely one of the most remarkable women I've met. Like, she's, you know, a domestic abuse survivor.
Oh my gosh.
Started a program for young girls, bounced back, started her own family.
Wow.
Just has her hands in like so many different pockets of the community, and I was just in awe. And that story and just learning about her will stick with me. Right? She didn't win, and I was like ready to flip a couch. I was like, how did she not win? But I guess we're all supposed to feel like that.
Don't flip this one. We're sitting on this one right now.
But I guess you're supposed to feel like that about the stories you do. Like, this is the best. So, and that's another reason why that stuck with me, because I just remember being like, oh my gosh, not even just for me, not even being the journalist who did the story for the remarkable woman winner, but just the fact that I was so moved.
Right.
I just, that sticks with me.
Yeah, and that can come across in your writing and just how you tell the story. Like, so here's a question. Explain your position here. What are you going to be doing for us
I'm
here?
happy you asked. So I am going to be the new WDTN Plus digital anchor.
Okay.
And what that entails is going to be a learning experience
Yeah.
for me. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Right.
another part of this business, is being okay with, you know, what comes at you and how it comes at you. And my dad likes to say life is, you know, 90% what happens and I guess 10% how you react to it. And I that's what I want to do here,
Yeah.
is take this, you know, new and kind of uncertain you know, new media that we have and just see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
So I am excited for that.
It kind of sounds like it's like, you know, it's like a wide open
Yeah.
field,
It
and like you
is.
can kind of create and make it your own.
Yeah.
That'll
and
be nice.
I'm really excited to figure out what that looks like.
Yeah.
I'd like to, I think I want to do a bit of everything, but I know you have to give, you know, audience viewers something to really, like, you know, expect and look forward to. But I'm like, I'm excited to figure out what that is for me.
Right.
Like, I hate the term, you know, what is it, spaghetti or paint at the wall?
Spaghetti. Yeah.
And just to see if it sticks.
Sticks,
yeah,
yeah.
that. So I guess I would say I'm excited to be doing that, because you don't get that same excitement when it comes to like reporting or anchoring, because there's a very clear cut, you know, template you need to stick with. You have 30 seconds for this.
Yep.
We're going to move on to this, that kind of thing. So I guess I'm excited for the differences that I see in this new position.
Anything that you're excited about in terms of exploring the city of Dayton?
Okay, so just hang with me.
Okay.
When I first got here, like a couple of weeks ago with my entire family, they moved me in, it was a whole thing. we were just asking, like, so what is Ohio? Because this is like my second visit to Ohio. Came to Cedar Point for a senior trip a long time ago. But I guess, and I asked, what is Ohio known for? And someone told me it's a special chili, Skylight chili.
Oh, yeah, Skyline.
Skyline
Yeah.
chili. Okay.
With the cinnamon.
It's okay.
A little bit of cinnamon in it.
Okay, that's what makes it special,
I
right?
guess.
A
I don't
lot
know.
of people, you're either Team Skyline or Team Gold Star.
Gold Star. Is
Yeah.
that another type of
Chili.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning
Yeah.
so many new things. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So you'll have to try the chili. We also have a lot of festivals here. In
Okay.
fact, we have one that's coming up this weekend. So I would suggest going to it. It's Dayton Greek Festival. It's September 5th through the 7th, and everything kicks off Friday morning at 11. It does cost $5 to get in all weekend, and those 18 and under and military get in for free. But the food is amazing. There's gyros, the Greek salad's
The
good.
lettuce wraps.
The lettuce wraps are so
Yes.
amazing. The baklava, and then they have, I forget what they're called, but my fiance loves them. And they're these like pies, these spinach.
I know what you're
meat
talking about.
Yeah, kind of like that, kind of. And then they have these donut hole things.
Yeah.
Like a sweet.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a savory and a sweet,
Yes.
essentially.
That's good
Okay.
stuff.
So Greek Fest is amazing.
Okay.
But also,
So one of my favorites too is the Italian Fall Festa. That begins this Friday at 6 p.m. at Bella Villa Hall in Kettering, and it runs through Sunday. This one is free to attend. They have, the pasta dinners. You can have a glass of wine. There's a playground there that the kids can be entertained with. It is just a great time.
yeah, it's amazing. I love the meatball sandwiches.
Yeah.
Everything. You
And
came.
the bocce ball.
You came at the perfect time because
Okay.
we have Greek Fest, we have
Ooh.
Italian Fall Festa, so you came at the perfect time for food.
So I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, you say the perfect time, but all I hear is the perfect time to just eat.
It
and
is.
Just
Yeah.
get a
What
whole bunch of
else?
unnecessary carbs and calories and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
but-
speaking of eating, we also have another festival for you.
Oh my
so
gosh.
the Beaver Creek Popcorn Festival. All of these happen like the same weekend.
Right.
no, this is
So
mine.
it's
Popcorn.
super busy.
It begins Saturday on Dayton Xenia Road. It's between North Fairfield Road and Meadow Bridge Drive. They shut down the road there. It starts at 10 a.m., runs through 8 p.m. It continues Sunday, 11 a.m., runs through 6 p.m., and they have all the popcorn fixings there. They have, kettle corn, your regular popcorn, like popcorn drizzled in chocolate.
They'll have some
Anything you
entertainment,
want.
arts and crafts. That's
this,
a good one.
This is mine then. This
Yeah.
will be my festival.
It's
I'm
really
a
good.
huge popcorn person. Like my family likes to kind of make fun of me,
Yeah.
but
Then you'll love it.
I
love it.
love
It'll be
like movie
great.
theater popcorn.
Yep,
You'll love it.
that's good stuff.
I
Yeah.
can enjoy movie theater popcorn.
So then one more thing we have this Saturday, September 6th, it's a bike ride for charity at Young's Jersey Dairy. The funds raised go to URS, Alzheimer's Breakthrough, T1D, and South Community Behavioral Health. Storm Team 2 Chief Meteorologist Brian Davis, of course, will be in attendance for that, as he always is.
Yeah, you might want to consider biking since you're going to be attending all these festivals.
Work
and then
off
you
those
can work off the
calories.
calories
that makes
and everything.
it. That switches. That
Yep.
helps
Yeah.
balance everything out, I guess.
Alexis, you have a lot to explore here.
I do.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
for coming on the
excited.
morning
Thank
brunch.
you guys for having me.
Yeah.
When I got asked, I said, "Oh, that's great. Brunch is my favorite meal." So.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will have much more coming up on the morning brunch on our next episode.